Hi everyone, this is Zidi. I'm going to talk you through my midterm project, which is a dashboard about the analysis of IMDB top 1000 movies. This data is from Kaggle, and my objective is to extract some interesting insight from this data by creating some visualization with Tableau and Python. And I have also conducted some data preprocessing step for handling the missing value and the data conversion, but those details will not be covered in this presentation. So please refer to my report for more details. Okay, let's start. Overall, this dashboard consists of 4 different parts. Each tab contains some visualization related to one aspect of the data. And I'm going to go through all of them in details. So the first tab about some analysis is the movie genre. And one interesting question is that what are the most popular genre for those successful movies? By looking at the first part, the word cloud, it is clear to see that drama, action, and comedy are 3 major ones. And also you can see there are 2 bar graphs in the lower part. The first one is showing the exactly number of count of movie for each genre, which is ranked from high to low. And the lower part shows the average gross revenue of these movie genres. One interesting finding is that when we look at the lower part of this bar graph, we can see the family is among the highest average gross revenue. However, there are only like 2 movies in this genre, so it's not very representative. And then let's move to the second type. The second type is about the number of votes of movies. First, look at this scalar plot. We can see the number of votes generally has a positive relationship with the gross revenue, but there are also some outlier here and here. So we can see this one. This is the Star Wars. And when we look at the detail of the outlier here, I found that all these movies are very commercial Hollywood movies. And also when I found the movies with very high voted but very low revenue, I noticed that they are all old movies. It makes sense since in old days, the revenue of movies was not likely to be high. Due to the time limit, I cannot go through all the charts in this tab. So let's move on to the third tab. So the third tab is about the top 10 directors. As you can imagine, it is difficult to define the top 10 directors since there are multiple standards. Here I choose 3 criteria. The first criteria is top 10 director by average rating. So the Frank has the highest average rating. And the second one is the top 10 director by movies count. The Steven Spielberg has the most movie in our database. And the third is about the top 10 director by total revenue. Also, the Steven Spielberg has the most gross revenue among all directors. So, and there is interesting finding is that only the Nolan shows in all 3 lists, which means he must be a very great director with both commercial value and good reputation among the audience. The last tab is about the correlation analysis of all numerical variables. As you can see, all cells are red, so which means they are all positively related. and the connection between the number of voter and the gross revenue is highest, which is 0.57. It indicates that high vote are kind of showing a relatively strong relationship with revenue. But one thing seems a little bit strange is that IMDb rating have a very weak relationship with the gross revenue, which means high-rate movies are not necessarily result in commercial success. Okay, that's pretty much about my presentation. Thank you for listening.